So congratulations on 5 years.
Thank you.
It's amazing that it's been that long already. But give me your perspective on the biggest takeaways. How would you say the FMDQ has fared over the last 5 years in terms of its role as a market organizer?
I would say that FMDQ has, in the last 5 years, set out some innovations over the period. But I think what we always say to ourselves is the journey is still very far. So we're not really looking at what we've achieved in the last 5 years as the ultimate, because we know we still have ways to go. Yeah. But we also will not, despite the humble beginnings as well. And we cannot talk about our achievements in FMDQ without talking about the support that we've had from the market, because we didn't do it alone. Financial Markets Dealers Association, FMDA, for even promoting FMDQ in the first instance, the Central Bank for supporting it, the Securities and Exchange Commission for registering it without a model, pretty much in the world probably, the Debt Management Office, interestingly, for listing federal government bonds on FMDQ, which was, again, something that was unprecedented for such an exchange, for an OTC exchange, and even allowing the bonds to trade on it, allowing the Euro bonds to be listed on FMDQ for the first time on a domestic exchange and all of that. So those are some of the things that we've seen over the period. So whilst we can say some of these things have happened on the exchange over the period, they haven't actually been all of our making. It has been based on all the support that we've gotten from our market participants and regulators. Right,
so great collaboration across the board.
Indeed.
What would you speak to in terms of the next 5 years? I guess it's always great to look further, and
Correct.
I think you made that point. It has certainly played a very important role in terms of issues, for instance, about determining what should be the fair value of the currency, and the debt markets, obviously, essentially traded on the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange. So, but looking forward, what would you say are the big things to look forward to?
Okay, some of the big things we're looking forward to, and I'll just backtrack a bit to say in 2016, the OTC FX futures market was launched by the central bank on FMDQ, which was the first step towards building a thriving derivatives market. One of the things that we want to do in the next coming years is to develop the derivatives market. It is important that a thriving derivative market is in existence because it supports the economy, the financial market. So that's one of the main things we want to do in the next year, in the next few months actually, and where we're looking to launch some derivative products into the market.
Would that be debt derivatives, currency derivatives? What can we anticipate?
Interest rate derivatives.
Oh, right.
Yes, interest rates. It's one of the things that the market needs right now from all the discussions and engagements that we've had with the market. And since the currency derivatives, which the CBN launched, is in existence, we think the next big step is for an interest rate derivative. Another big thing for us would be from a clearing perspective, post-trade. Last year, the SEC registered FMDQ Clear, a subsidiary of FMDQ, as a clearinghouse in Nigeria, a central clearinghouse in Nigeria. Again, that is a precursor for the derivatives market, because you would need a clearinghouse and even a CCP, central counterparty, in the near term or medium term, to clear these derivative products that we're coming up with. So that's one area that we're developing as well, and making sure that we have the infrastructure in place for that. Again, we're looking at Academy, FMDQ Academy, because education is a big area for us, and we find that the knowledge in the market is not as much as we would like. There's a dearth of knowledge in the market to a certain degree, and we want to be able to put FMDQ Academy in the position where it would offer, where it does right now, but even in a bigger scale, offer education, capacity building to key market participants across board in Nigeria and beyond. So those are some of the big things that we're looking at in the next couple of years.
And in terms of trying to make the market more sophisticated, like introducing new products as you've described just now, what would you say about the capacity of the market? The market players themselves, the traders. Would you say that they are ready for this for this jump?
I think they are. But again, that's why I spoke about education, because education will be one way to take this to the next level. In 2015, a feasibility study on the introduction of derivatives was done in Nigeria, and it was clear that these products were needed in the Nigerian capital markets. And one of the things that we're doing is beginning to bring capacity building on this perspective. So this year, we've had engagements with the members, with our daily members, traders, buy-side clients on derivatives, where we've had a consultant come to talk to them, to workshops and all of that. So it's the beginning of a series of educational programs around building this market. So whilst there's the interest, the knowledge as well is very important. So putting both together, I think that the market is very ready. All
right. So I do know that you are commemorating this with some celebration, with an award. So what can we anticipate in terms of the next few days?
The next few days, tomorrow marks our 5th anniversary exactly, so November 7. But we'll be marking this on November 9 with the Gold Awards, the FMDQ Gold Awards. And GOLD is our acronym for how we want to transform the markets, the Nigerian financial markets, and is global competitiveness, operational excellence, liquid and diverse. And those are the parameters that we want to use to develop the market, and that's where our acronym GOLD comes from. And the Gold Awards is recognizing all the participants in the market, from the traders, members, the buy-side, clients, issuers, across board, everyone who has made these markets everyone who has helped to develop and who is involved in this market. So from the fixed income, currency, and derivative side as well. So it covers across board for all members. So we're looking forward to that on Friday, where the members will be where the stakeholders will be recognized for their efforts in the market over the past 5 years.
Well, no doubt it has